Yo, what's up guys? So a few of you have asked me, on Facebook, Twitter, on the YouTube comment section, whether I've quit World of Warcraft, and to put it simply, yeah, I have. Today was the first day...
And this right here is probably going to be the final World of Warcraft based video I'm ever going to make. Why is that? Well, I'm going to explain over the course of this
really
video.
Important issue right now in World of Warcraft, and it has to do with World of Warcraft YouTubers right now. I mean, this is...
Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalrin, and in today's video, I got an announcement to tell you guys. I'm still playing World of Warcraft. Gotcha! Now, before I get railed on, at the very beginning I do want to state, I'm not sure if Pillow have quit. I have no idea. I haven't watched Pillow in a while. I do check out his videos from time to time. I used to watch him a ton when he did just World of Warcraft stuff, but his newer stuff that he's doing right now, there's a comedic factor. Perfect. It is lovely. Pillow, I love your channel, but 100% just not sure if you quit or not. But he did talk about YouTubers quitting, and this is kind of what I want to make this video about. Is not people quitting World of Warcraft, but mostly YouTubers quitting World of Warcraft. On one hand, as a viewer, you might think, hey Dal, what is the difference between your average Jane, your average Joe that doesn't make YouTube videos or doesn't stream on Twitch? Why is them quitting World of Warcraft not as impactful as it could be for, again, for content creators, for people that make YouTube videos and stream the game? Those people that are not streaming the game, not doing YouTube, are not as committed to the game. They can definitely spend a lot more hours into the game, and that's not what I define by commitment. I mean commitment by making the videos, making the content, producing the entertainment. You are being an entertainer, and in some ways, when you think about it, playing video games and editing videos, that's easier than working a 9-to-5 job. And in some ways, editing videos and playing video games does seem easier. But what people that do on YouTube, they're entertainers. They're trying to entertain you. They're trying to provide you the content you want to see. They're trying to give you the opportunities to enjoy yourselves. When you come home from work and you just want to hang out, just watch some YouTube videos, they're there for you. Their job is a little bit different. Try having just a random person just go into a comedy club and try to see if you can entertain a group of people. You need to be able to know how to read the crowd. You need to be able to understand how the crowd is reacting. You need to be able to use the crowd's energy in order to facilitate more of your content. You need to be able to provide fresh jokes to the crowd in order to keep them entertained. And while that might sound easy on paper, it is a lot more difficult. And trust me, by no means am I somebody who is doing that well when it just comes to World of Warcraft. Hell, my jokes for the most part are fairly stale, just self-depreciation jokes, which aren't all that difficult to make. You know, kind of like my videos and my whole channel. God, fuck me, am I right? But the difference of YouTubers quitting to people that simply just play video games and don't try to make entertaining content out of it, those people in particular are in a pretty weird and interesting situation at the same time. There's somebody who could be trying to make a living out of it, and it's great that we live in a society in a world where that is possible. It is not granted to you because you decide, I'm just gonna get fraps and start recording. I got myself a no BS. That just doesn't happen. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes skill, it takes timing, it takes a little bit of luck. But these people, especially the ones that make World of Warcraft videos, for example, their whole channel starts from a single video game. But what if that video game doesn't work out? Dun dun dun. That's where you want to kind of throw some red flags and think about, oh shit, if I want to keep my channel growing, I might need to do something. And that's where kind of most of the troubles come in. When World of Warcraft people, or literally anybody, when it comes to any video game, let's say some video game that had a really niche following for it, been amazingly big, let's say it's just been around for a while, or it just doesn't have as much gravity in terms of viewership, let's say on Twitch or on YouTube, World of Warcraft is the kind of game that's still there, and it's still probably #1 MMO, but I feel like just the MMO genre, and World of Warcraft just can't break past that. World of Warcraft can't really break past League of Legends. They can't break past Hearthstone, past Counter-Strike, because those are the games that a lot of people are interested in. And if they try to, let's say, swap the channel towards those games that do have obvious viewership as seen by YouTube, as seen by Twitch, Overwatch is another game that I probably should have mentioned, along with Counter-Strike and Hearthstone, I feel like those people that are trying to make this work and trying to make the switch happen, it's a lot more difficult for them, because there's a lot of rejection that comes out of it, and especially from the viewing community. See, when people make their channel, and if it is a channel that circulates a specific game, in most cases those people are in a way not in a bad way, but in a way stuck to that game. Because in most cases, as I've seen in the past, if you try to move on to another game altogether, most of your community is there for that specific game. If you've been playing World of Warcraft and people found you because you made World of Warcraft videos, then chances are you're going to be on World of Warcraft for a while. And if you try doing something different than World of Warcraft, things might not turn out to you as you think you might want them to. Things might not be as favorable for you. Things might just even plain suck. And that's not a lot you can really do yourself as a person. You're just trying to make ends meet and trying to stay popular, stay relevant, stay committed to your channel. And all you just want to do is enjoy yourself. But when a game feels like it's just running out of juice for you, running out of that creativity that you yourself just as a person cannot bring anymore to, you can't add into the creativity, that's where it gets kind of scary for a lot of the YouTubers, like for example World of Warcraft YouTubers. They've been playing this game for almost 10 years if they've been playing since vanilla. Actually, since vanilla, it's like 13 years, 12 years now. 12-year anniversary, I think it happened recently, so like 12 years. And think about people that started in BC, people that started in Wrath. Those people have been around for a while. And they personally just might not have any more drive to continue doing what they've been doing. It just might be just one of those personal things that they themselves just can't keep going. Or it could be the game. There could be a lot of factors involved here. Regardless, when those people try to say branch out to a game that looks fruitful, that looks favorable, and then their community is there mainly for the game, that's where you really find yourself in a tight spot. And that is a scary thing to do altogether. At one point, way back in the day, I actually asked a YouTuber who's done this way in the past. I didn't expect to get a reply. It was so long ago now. And it was Jesse Cox. Jesse Cox used to make World of Warcraft videos, and at one point I was thinking with my channel, I think we were like 12,000 subs, and I was thinking like, oh man, World of Legend, or what if World of Warcraft were to die? And then I thought, what if World of Warcraft were to just be the game that I'm just not really able to keep up with in terms of like the content that it provides? If I'm unable to just keep with it and stay with it, what am I gonna do as a person? I want to keep running the channel, and how would I go about switching from World of Warcraft? That is the only person that I remember switching from World of Warcraft successfully, and now he's running a wonderful Let's Play channel that keeps growing every single year, very successful in terms of as far as social blade revenue wise. So like if somebody's actually thinking of making this into a job, it's a whole different story. He actually replied me with an answer. It is hard, people will complain, but eventually no one will care. Might as well make the switch when you're small and not much later. It's like a band-aid, pull it off quickly and get it over with. And that was inspirational, because that's what he did. That's what he did, and it's a pretty good idea. But it also is a difficult. It's a good advice, but it is a difficult one, because you have to have a lot of patience when you're doing this. Because once you switch, you'll find out that chances are most of the people that have been watching you are watching you for the content. They're watching you for the gameplay. They're not watching you for you. And that is really difficult to establish on YouTube, is the personality. A lot of people can make guides without a face, without a name, and a lot of people can make all these videos of high-rated PvP or hilarious moments or one-shots without ever putting themselves next to the work. So in most cases, people will just never be heard of. No one will remember you. No one will think much about you, except those few people. But when you find out that people are there mostly for the game, in most cases, again, and this is just generalizing it, in most cases, this is where you see in a lot of your quote-unquote community or sub numbers drop off in massive numbers. And that is just straight up scary. So this video is just talk about how scary it is to be a YouTuber when you're moving on from a game to a game, or trying to change your channel anyway to stay afloat and not, sink in slowly, because you're tied to a game and you might not be sure if the game is inspiring you or if the game is bringing you viewership any more than it normally would. So please support your favorite YouTubers, guys. I appreciate you for that.